Hey traders, analyzing different financial instruments this morning, I noticed this very peculiar candlestick pattern formation on a pound Swiss pair. Here we have so-called rejection candle, and in this video I will try to explain to you why it is so important to know this pattern and how we apply that in technical analysis. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's start. Alright, in order to better understand the rejection candle, I want to start here with the basics. And here I have the classic example of the Japanese candle. I have a bullish candle right here. And there are two main elements that you need to recognize in this candle. First of all, we have the wick of the candle. Wick of the candle represents the entire price fluctuation within the candle. So it tells us that at some moment the market reached its low, the market reached its high, and it gives us the entire distance that the market passed within the candle. And also we have the body of the candle. And with the body of the candle we have the level where the candle opened and the level where the candle closed. So these are the main elements, and it is crucially important for you to recognize them. And what is so peculiar about the rejection candle? Let's discuss that in details. Hey guys, with my students we frequently discuss the candlestick patterns in the market analysis. We apply rejection candle in our analysis, and with that we're trying to make the accurate trading predictions. If you want to see how I analyze the market live, if you want to see how I trade live and how I manage my trading positions, join my premium educational group. All the links will be in the description below, or check the website. It is vasilytrader.com/private group. Check that and let's continue. So most of the time when we analyze the market, we see that the bodies of the candle are bigger than the wicks of the candle. But with the rejection candle, the situation is different. Usually when we see the rejection candle, we see the very long wick, and that wick is very long in comparison to the body of the candle. So the wick of the candle must be bigger than the body. And what does it tell us about this candle? What does it tell us about the price action within the candle? It tells us that at some moment, once the market reaches the end point of the wick, we see a very strong pressure. In this example, we have the bearish candle, and at some moment, when the price reached the low of the wick, bullish pressure became so strong that the market immediately returned back to higher levels. It signifies that buying volumes were so strong that the strong bearish pressure was broken and buyers started to buy, and buying volumes were very strong. In a pound Swiss example, let's analyze the rejection candle, and on the example let's try to get how we can apply this knowledge in practice. So the rejection candle signifies a very strong bearish or bullish pressure from the low or the high of the candle. And here on a pound Swiss we have a very strong rejection to the downside. We saw a very strong bearish movement, we saw a very strong bearish pressure to the downside, but once the price reaches some point, we see that the market immediately returned back to much higher levels. So with that in mind, how can we apply this rejection candle? We can apply that for the validation of structure. So in case if we have a strong structure support or resistance on the left, we identified some strong structure, we can apply this candle to confirm its significance. Yes, we know that occasionally key levels are broken. We know that occasionally the market violates a key level. So the rejection candle is a very good indicator that the structure that we identified still remains very strong. So if we look left at structure on pound Swiss, you can see that analyzing the structure on the left, we can see a very strong structure support right here. So once the price reached that support, though we saw a very strong bearish movement on pound Swiss, we saw a very strong bearish continuation right here. Once the price reached that structure, buyers started to buy, and we see that a lot of buy limit orders were placed right here. Some sellers stopped selling and started to close their selling positions. It is a very telling. This pattern is a perfect predictor of the strengths of the structure. Now let's zoom out the chart and analyze that in more details. So what is peculiar about the structure that we just identified? If we analyze the price action, the historical price action, you can see that in the past, the market was multiple times rejected from that structure. Yes, we saw a very nice rejection right here, and then the market started to grow. We saw a very nice rejection right here, and again the consequent bullish reaction. And again we see a very strong rejection right here. So each and every time when the market approaches this structure, we see the rejection, yes, and after that we see a consequent strong bullish impulse. So this time, with this rejection that we can see right here, we can expect the same kind of reaction. Of course, sometimes even the rejection candle fails. It doesn't mean that it gives us the 100% chance that the market will start growing, but at least it increases the chances. We know that forex trading is the probabilities game. For that reason, we are looking for different clues and confirmations that increase the probabilities. And this rejection here is a very good predictor. And once it is applied with some other confirmation patterns, with the price action patterns, with indicators, for example, the probabilities that the market will start growing are very high. Alright guys, I really want you to practice this candlestick pattern. I really want you to try it on different markets. I really want you to try to make predictions with that. In my view, it is a very accurate candlestick pattern, and for that reason I truly recommend you to apply that in your trading. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and leave a lovely comment. Also, don't forget to check my educational group. The link is in the description below. Thank you so much, and I will see you on weekend.